radio show. I am your host, as always, on the third Wednesday of the month. My name is Floyd. I used to be a DJ, so I don't know what I am now, but we'll go with that. Tonight is the GV Disko Takeover. We are we are in the month of May. We kick off every year, third Sunday, and going forward to the end of August, maybe the first week of September. The GV Disco Good Vibes Sunday. So I have a collective group of DJs that are here, as well as the team of Good Vibes. Um, from here, from I guess I would say my left, all the way, or my right to left, we have DJ Juicy, we have DJ Direct, we have DJ E-Dub on the pot, and the wonderful Mystery Hammond. On the other screen, we have Jody Bang. He's over there playing a little music in the background. We're going to flip back and forth. Um, but I'm introducing to the world that may not know what GV Disco or Good Vibes is all about. So without further ado, I want to have the founder and the organizer and the pain in the butt to all of us. Oh, I'm sorry. And also, on a direct link, we have Tilly the DJ. Say hi, Tilly. So, yes, thank you for telling me about. I'm sorry, I feel like I don't see the screen. So,
hey, how you doing?
Okay, so we're going to pick the brains first and foremost of the founder of Good Vibes, or Steve Disco, or all of it, because it's all stuff under one umbrella. So, Mr. Eric Hammond, he's up on the back. First of all, tell me about you, how you started playing, and we'll migrate to this. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Okay. So you got speak up, yeah, it's on the microphone, but this microphone is on this camera too, so they can hear you there.
Okay, hello world. You said you wanted to know about me.
Let's get to know you first, and tell me about you.
I'm a man. I'm 51. No, seriously though. The boy Dub on the box. I've been DJing since 1986. Started out doing the little disco roller in Indiana. Got a real passion for house music. I love it. So, like, when I hear it, I want to be a part of it. And now that I got a crew of people that want to be a part of it, that's what started music. So, music on Sundays, beginning this Sunday, May 21st, all the way through the second week, probably second week September.
Okay. Okay. So, next first. Direct, I need you to come up there. Tell us a little bit about you, how you started, what makes you love house music, and how you play it.
Well, I am DJ Eric. I started playing music when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
On the west side. I gravitated toward house music because it made me get my chores done faster.
Okay.
After coming off of cleanup woman, what we used to clean up to, and then my brother introduced me to house music, and I got my chores done a little bit faster, and I liked it to sound to be young. And
Okay. DJ D.
Wow. Okay. Well, been what, 6 years now? 6 years since I've been playing. I owe that to the man himself, Rocky Floyd. He was the one that taught me to spin. What really made me get into DJing, I always wanted to learn how to DJ. But I was a dancer, and ago, 4 years ago, no, I'm sorry, 3 years ago, I had knee surgery. So, my dancing is not like it used to be, and house music has always been in my heart and will always be there. And I ended up meeting either on the box here at Hammond 3 years ago. Um, Played from once out in the park and been playing with them ever since.
Okay. Mr. Bangs. Yes, sir. Pull up to the microphone. Introduce yourself. Tell us why you play music and why you love house music so much.
My name is Joey Bang.
Talk in there and so they can hear you here too. Talking lower. Speak up. Higher. Louder.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My name is Joey Bang, and I've been loving house music ever since I was in college, ready going to high school. It's just a nice treat to understand house music and enjoy the culture that we grew up with. It's just a beautiful thing, and I'm just a part of all types of house music. And it's just gonna be fun with this group and the future that we have growing up in this thing. It's gonna be nice.
Okay. Okay, Miss Tilly, could you please introduce yourself and tell us why you love doing what you do too?
Yes, hi. I Tilly the DJ, and I started back in 2014 with my husband DJ Fat Cat. I was backing him up, and we were doing parties here and there. And I started out as a steppers DJ, and basically from there we started out Fat Cat Entertainment, and we were, doing things around the city, and we had quite a few residencies. And then I believe I think about two, maybe I think 2 years ago, I met Good Vibes. I met I knew Tasha. I'm sorry, DJ Juicy. I knew Juicy, and she was in Good Vibes, and I felt the good vibe, and so I was inducted in Good Vibes, and I've been there ever since. So that's it. And I love house music. I've always, when I fell in love with house music, it was way back when, right after I started doing steppers. So I incorporated that with everything I've been doing. So
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we've introduced you to the GV Disco DJs that are here. We're just missing one. That's DJ Lil Chow. He is handling some Lil Chow business tonight. Um, Now I want the lady behind Good Vibes. Come on over here. So just let you guys know, Good Vibes is the actual brand. GV Discos are the music behind the brand. So I want Sharice Hammond, who is the queen, the president, the running of it, to tell us what Good Vibes is all about.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cherie Hammond. I'm the first lady of GV Disko. Good Vibes is an organization, 7 DJs. Every Sunday, beginning in May, we just have a picnic every Sunday from 11 to 9. We just outside enjoy ourselves. That's the name of it.
So okay, so now tell us about the different stuff that we do inside of these Sundays, because we have special things where we do.
We do Mother's Day in July, which is July 16th, right? This year, July 16th, we do Mother's Day in July. We do block party. Well, last year was our first year doing block party. We had Mike Dunn, J Star, etc. We do book bag giveaways. We do a lot. We do a lot. So, uh, just be on our Facebook page. I promote everything. We promote everything, every event that we do. build baseline, different stuff like that. So if you ever look out for a lot of events from GV Disko, and goodbye.
You forgot about the most important day out the whole summer.
Yeah. Oh, Mother's Day in July. Rocky Floyd's birthday, which is July 9th.
Ninth. That's right.
So July, this year, his birthday is July 9th. I don't know who the guest DJ we had, but Rocky Floyd's birthday is the biggest day of the year.
That's right.
Yeah. Mother's Day in July. July 16th, the
July
previous Sunday,
16th.
May 21st, from 11 to 9.
Yes, all female DJ lineup.
We had,
Special guest singer Cherie Hicks.
yes.
So, as a prelude to this Mother's Day, we have to actually have mine first so we can build. But anyway, it's okay. All right. So, Eric, you can stop dancing and stuff and come on back over here, please.
Back
Um,
to the groove a little bit. I'm
Understandable.
warming up, man.
So, I'm going to put this question out there for each and every one of you. Right. So, what we do is, I know we all have built this brand. And we've all put in our work and been very diligent about making sure that GV Disco and Good Vibes is a positive thing, and we affect. Hopefully, we're affecting the community that we're in, which is really good. Um, if you could tell me why house music is most important to you.
Well, house music, of course, is a culture. So anything that's cultural is important not only just to me, but to everybody. So house music is important to me. It's something I grew up on. It's something I've always loved, and I will forever love it. It was different. It was the alternative to other music at the time, and it caught a lot of people's attention. So house music is hopefully it's here forever. You know, a lot of people say a lot of things about house music, and I don't care. I'm just a house head. I love it. It's everything. I mean, I listen to other music, but house music does something to the soul. You know, they say music tames the savage beast.
True.
House music does that for me because when we're out there in that park, or if I'm at any venue and it's house music playing, and I had a little oil, you know what I'm talking about? You know,
Cool.
a little oil, yeah, it does something to me. You know, I get in the booth, especially if I get that right tune, I'm into it. You know what I'm saying? So the house music is something. It'll never be. It'll never be anything like house music ever again. So if we was to start the world over, it would have to include house music. That's how I feel about it.
Okay. All right. I got you. So, Red. So, I know you said that the love of music came from when you were cleaning your house. Um, so,
The love of music came when I was playing in my mother's house.
oh, okay.
I was 12 years old.
Okay. Well, I got you.
And I gravitated because of the beat, the sound, and it was up tempo. Because
Okay.
back when we were listening to it, was called dance music.
Right.
It was just not, it didn't cross over the house yet. It was just dance, underground music.
Okay.
But then, of course, it went to house, and whatever it is, it's all good music.
Right.
And house music is it's energy. Energy.
Okay.
I get energy when I play it. I
Got
like
you.
to give energy, and I receive energy from the people that I'm playing
Okay. See? Why house music?
for. Why house music?
Why house music? I mean, the hip hop is, especially when we grew up on great hip hop, great
Absolutely.
great hip hop. So,
80s, 90s hip hop.
But like I said before, I was a dancer back from seventh grade, eighth grade. I was in the dance group, and that was it. Only type of music I played was house music. That was all throughout the house. My mom used to be screaming, "Cut it off!" But that's all I
played in my car to this day. My kids are grown. They grew up on house music. That's what they listen to, especially my youngest. He be out in the park every Sunday. But I love it. Leave my baby alone. But that's my passion. I love my old school hip hop and the steppers and all that too. But house music it just takes me to another level, another world, like you just said. Once I get in that groove, as he say, I have my black and mild in my mouth, and that's it. I'm ready. That first band is over.
Tilly, so starting out as a steppers DJ, and I know your husband is a big influence on your I won't say career, on your lifestyle, because um, tell me what makes house music stand out more for you than steppers?
Well, actually, house music steps out more because it has a blend of all the genres in house music, and that's it kind of pulls it all together for me. And even with steppers, you have those blends in different house tracks. You have even R&B music. You have I've even heard, of course, you have hip hop house as well. Um, and then even now you got the techno, you have the EDM now, the and all of those different types of genre, even jazz. These types of genres that I grew up on. I grew up on blues. I grew up on jazz. My own father was a DJ, along with my uncles behind him were DJs that I didn't have no idea were DJs. And I guess I just got the DJ gene from from my family. So, and not realizing that's what happened, but it just kind of flowed with me. And that's how when I heard house and it was pretty much all together, it just clicked with me. I just knew that that's what I love. That's what I would envelope into myself. I would carry that. I would be able to carry that a little bit further.
Okay, okay. Mr. Bangs, quickly, why house music?
My house music, because house music is something that you don't have to really worry about. No, no war zone, no fighting, no no type of
Negativity.
controversy, no negativity. It's positive energy everywhere. We never have no problems, and house music brings out the real person. So that's what house music is all about. You ain't house music, you ain't nothing to me.
Got you. We got you. Okay, so uh, 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 house music is, I won't say changed. House music has grown and developed into a numerous couple of things. We've had, of course, like Tilly brought up, we have hip house, we have soulful house, we have, wow, the brand, that brand has touched every corner of the world. So, I mean, we've had music being made all over the world that generated from one city. Um, is there any particular one that you might favor over the other? I mean, because some people like playing classic, some people like playing soulful house, some people like playing disco. So, is there any particular one that you like to play, Doug?
Well, originally, my first, introduction to house music was the jack track. So
Mm-hmm.
I always got a place in my heart for that, and it doesn't even get played anymore. And that's a shame because when you think about house music on the grand scale, the disco and all that isn't what put house music on the map. When it hit mainstream radio like GCI and BMX, they was playing jack track. was
Mhm.
that house music, the recognition that it did. And then everybody implemented whatever they implemented. It was underground. The disco was the underground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
when people say why, what okay, you got soulful, you got, all these different sub genres of house. You got what I can't think right now, but jack track. So any type of jack track from back in the day with the distorted sounds and the snares and all that.
Mhm.
It was the dirty, muffled, analog sound that put house music on the map. Now everything's digital, it's crystal clear, but it doesn't resonate with me. Man. I wish they would implement playing those type of tracks once again, because like I said, that's what people. If you was a regular and you wasn't a party boy and you just clicked on BMX or GCI back in the day, you heard the Jackson bodies and all that. So
Mhm.
that's what introduced you to house music. So they introduced me to it. So that's the style I like. So I guess that would be Jack Track up from those things.
Okay. Yeah. Is there any particular one you like more than the other, or is it? I mean, what do you? I mean, okay. Basically, we know what you spend. People know what they hear you spend. What are you listening to in the ride on the way home?
What I spend.
Okay.
Because I
Okay.
like what I do.
Okay. Okay.
So it doesn't make a difference. I do like the old school. I'm not going to get away from the old school because I always felt like what brought me to house music. And it was to move your body and jack your body and
It's
break
how.
out
House,
the
all
Lewis
that,
and,
right.
Mhm.
all those. That's what brought me to house music.
Okay.
So when I got into house music, I'm going to play that style because that's the style that brought me into it.
Gotcha. I understand. Okay.
So any music, I gotta go from techno to disco to jacking house in 15 minutes because it's BPM, not WPM.
Gotcha.
It's the beat. If that beat going and it's gonna flow and you make it work for you.
Okay.
But
Well, that's cool. I mean, again, everybody has their own.
yeah,
This is there. I mean, do you? I mean, will you be?
I mean, being a new, still
Newbie,
fresh
new jack,
newbie,
new jack.
but piggybacking off what Rex said, I grew up on the old school, the Jackie Body and all that, everything. But I do like the soulful. I love disco. I just can't play it. Once I can play it, I'll be good. But I love that's Jody's job there, the disco. But I'm getting into the soulful. I like some of the soulful, but honestly, all of it. I'll play it all if I can.
Okay. Uh, light skinned sister. Which one we like most?
Um, well, I think again, old school is really my from where we all grew up. I went to Academy of Our Lady, and Mendel was my brother school.
Brother school, brother school.
So I grew up listening to all the old school house music. I went from gym school, from one gym to the other, listening to house music. And also I listened to a lot of the old like I said, I grew up on blues and jazz and all types of music because my mother was an actual dancer, a real ballet tap musical dancer, and my father was into music. He was a singer as well as a DJ. So I grew up with music all around me. So I have I really wouldn't say I have a big favorite, but what's in my heart is deep down was what I grew up on was blues. So that's what comes out in me. And I think that's like an old soul type of thing. So I feel that. And I think that's what I, but going in the car going, driving, I listen to a lot of the R&B, gospel, blues, and jazz, and I take that with me and I put it into my sets, my house music, things of that nature, as much as I can, and then I add a little bit of the new school, because you can't go without the new school, because you have to have that so people can hear the new. You want to be able to put that out there so people can understand that the new is out there and it's coming.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Mr. Bang, I already know this answer. So, is there any particular part of house that you like to play more than anything else? And what, I mean, we know you're the disco king. So when you're not out there in the park playing, when you're not in front of other people playing, what are you listening
Steppers, Dusty, old school, and I do also like soul.
to? Okay, okay, cool. So,
What do you like?
oh well, I am a fan of progression. I guess for me personally, classics are nice, and they are. I mean, they are the they're the foundation to what I do. I just get I, it got worn on me, and I guess the only reason why it got worn on me is because uh, a lot of times for us as DJs, we get so caught up in trying to impress each other rather than to impress the crowd. So if if Superman came out today, everybody in the world would be playing it today. As soon as somebody said it's old, let me stop playing it. I'll still play it because of the fact it's a great song, not because of the fact that we wore it out, which is what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or we wore out almost every James Brown house track that we've made.
They wore out Trumpeter.
Yes,
They wore out Rain.
yes,
Yeah.
flowers.
Flowers.
I mean, but but
Hey, hey,
so
yeah.
again, because all we try to do is because we still try to impress each other so much.
Right.
I don't get out there. People don't sit down and play for the crowd. They play so they when they look to the left or right, ain't no DJ look what he playing. Look what he playing. They get so caught up into the fact of worrying about the wrong people and not the right people. So I am I love the classics. I can't play them only because it was on BMX every week, and you
Mhm.
had it was on BMX, it was on B96, it was on KKC, it was on whatever the same tracks. Nobody developed, and
Right.
again,
But
and the
house
only time
music was young.
and understandable, right, and understandable. So when we got to that low point in the mid '90s, and we started taking on, or house music started having its multiple babies, ghetto house, hip house,
Shoot.
juke, and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
only thing that they were doing was they were re-editing the classics.
But do you realize, and I told somebody this the other day, the house music genre has a bigger selection of music than hip hop.
That's the biggest selection of
Right. So when
anything.
if you do a hip hop set, if you do an old school hip hop set, you're gonna run out of records
No,
eventually.
no,
Yeah. Yeah, you
no. I
will.
mean,
Right.
because because the thing about it though is that for old school hip hop, you have the mainstream,
Right.
then you have the undergrounders. The
Right.
undergrounders are the ones that most people really listen to and don't realize that they're listening to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Mob Deep and those type of groups were not mainstream. They weren't,
They were not.
but they had hits that make you go,
And see, that's the glamour about house music because house music is mainly about the beat side.
Absolutely.
Not about the A track, it's about the B track.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when
Like Deputy of Love and Shay Shay La Femme and all of those were B side tracks. You know what
absolutely.
I'm saying? And they ended up being the classic house music tracks.
Absolutely. I mean, they we have so much history of this music. A lot of times I think we get so caught up in trying to change the history and not build the future. So I and like Tilly said, in our sets we need to play newer music. We need to play if somebody got a track out, it needs to be played. And it needs to be played by everybody so that all of a sudden it can be recognized. We get so much we get so much music from South Africa, from Germany,
Mhm.
from Korea, that these people are putting in England, that they're putting out so much music because they listen to our music and they developed from it.
And put it on steroids.
And man, and they run with it.
Abs-
The African beats are ridiculous. They are ridiculous. But if certain people don't say it's hot, it doesn't get played like it should.
And see,
mhm.
that's the good thing, love time. That's the good thing about GV Disco. Because
Absolutely.
we got 7 DJs and everybody plays different. Nobody plays the same.
We compliment each other, but we do not play alike.
Absolutely. So
Mhm.
Absolutely.
when Tilly get out there, we know Tilly up tempo and she gonna beat it up and you gotta turn the drive rack up, you know what I'm saying? Cause
Hmm.
she gonna beat it to pieces. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna put that black smile in her mouth and make it look like female Mike Dunn, like I call her. Rocky, he's gonna smooth it out and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna give you your flowers because I've always told you this when you play, that is the cleanest, clearest set that I hear from anybody is when you play. And I've said that when you play, the set is clean, the set is flawless, and the music is crystal clear like the system. He's playing, the sister be like, I could just never. And then Brett get up there, she got the crowd. She got the crowd.
Rex is the 20-minute workout queen. Absolutely. I know, no, no. It's love.
Come on, yeah, the crew.
Exactly. I mean, that 129, 130 needs to be played. Absolutely. Oh no, no. I give respect due because again, because everybody puts their own little touch on it, and it's a great thing because in the way, especially because when we move around on the days of playing different on different days, somebody may start out with a whole different set, and we get to by the end of the night, we got a whole nother group of people that wasn't even there for the early stuff. Going, man, we missed who?
Right.
What? Exactly. So I agree 100%. I love a seven is ridiculous, and we all totally compliment each other 100%. I thank you for the whatever.
No, that's real.
I mean,
That's real
music is music.
spit.
Music,
SPIT, real spit. I've
music is
always
music. I just
wanted
want
to
to
say
make sure
that
it's got to be
because
right. My thing is, if you push play, what you hear in your headphones, you become the same thing out that speaker.
absolutely.
And we sit up on Sundays. Just to let y'all know, we're out there at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning
Mm-hmm.
setting up.
But at 10:59,
10:59, that music is running.
yep,
It is a well-oiled machine that we have put together and built. So again, shameless plug again. We still got some time. Every Sunday, starting this Sunday coming up, we play through rain, we play through shine, we play through dark, we play through everything. It doesn't matter. If you are in Chicago, and I know again, and this is no hate on any other person that's doing something on a Sunday. I'm not raining on their parade, but I'm telling you now, you want the best experience of house music on a Sunday afternoon. you want to come to 64th and Stony Island Avenue. We will give you the best sound possible. We have we have a plethora of great DJs that come play with us. Starting this weekend, we have BT and Reverb. So from On the Level DJs, they're going to kick it off with us this Sunday. But I'm telling you, the seven plus them, well, it's going to be six because Little Tal won't be there this weekend. The six and those two that come out, I guarantee you, if you're there all day, you will not leave. We
Mhm.
will have you dancing. We will have you in a family friendly environment, and it will be nothing but fun the whole time. We are, we have, we have, we're doing our best to build what we're doing so that it can be even bigger every year. It gets, we have a core group of people that come out from the Woodlawn area. They are, they are our basics, they are our major supporters. But we have people starting to come out more who may not live in the area, but they will come. They know they can come set a tent up, put some chairs down, put on a grill, eat some food, and enjoy the sound. Because each one of these DJs takes you on a ride the whole time that they play. And they give you the best of what you want to hear. And sometimes they give you something that you don't even know nothing about,
Right.
which is even better. Because again, it's not just about the classics. It's also about introducing you to another producer who produced something that probably is 10,000 miles away and you did not hear at some other place. And this is not a knock on anybody else because I'm not here to do that. I respect all DJs, I respect what they do. But I'm telling you what we do. We give you the best music possible on a Sunday afternoon by seven great DJs
Every Sunday.
every Sunday
Magnificent DJ.
with guest DJs. So we bring out what we got. We introduce other DJs that you may not know about. We also bring out the names, but we do our best to get the names there. We have developed a great bond with a lot of the coexisting Sunday picnics as well.
Mm-hmm.
Again, so again, it's never to throw shade on anybody else. But we do what we can in our little corner. Come out, experience it. If you like it, I promise you'll be back. If you don't,
Absolutely.
we understand. But it's no shade because everybody has their own little what they like and what they don't like. We just offer you a different venue than somebody else.
Yeah,
Not a better one, not a worse one, just a different one.
we was this big.
Yes.
First started, it was just me and Jody. When we first started GV Disco, it was just me and Jody. And we were struggling. Like, we have maybe 20, 30 people, but it was a good 20, 30 people.
Solid core.
It was fun. And, you know, and I'm not trying to throw no shade either, but I'm the type, I'm motivated by things that I pick up and things that I hear people say because at the end of the day, we are out here to win. That's the main goal. If we win, you win. So our first big name DJ that we had, and people didn't believe this until he actually showed up, and God rest his soul,
Paul Johnson.
Paul Johnson. We had Paul out there twice, and people could not believe that we could bring Paul Johnson out there, and it seemed like from that moment, and I think this was 2019,
Mm-hmm.
from that moment, our name started buzz.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they realized Paul came out, then we started picking up, everybody started requesting, like, can you get such and such, or can you get such and we're not haters, so we like, yeah, we can get them out there, of course. So me saying that is he with this seven and direct and Tilly were the last to come in, and the 1.5 years they've been with us, you know what I'm saying? We've had our moments, you know what I'm saying? But we welcome y'all with open arms, and you know, it's summer coming up, man. Make it happen, Juicy, Rocky. I remember when y'all came up, you know, and I didn't even know that you were even like out there, like to be honest with you. But that just goes to show when you're doing something positive, people gravitate to it.
Absolutely.
So obviously we was doing something right.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we can, because it's all about love at the end of the day. So hopefully we can just keep spreading this love, good music, Juicy. I'm excited for Juicy. I don't know why. We argue all the time, all year long. We argue. Now let's take it out. Let's take it to the street. I ain't got to worry about Rocky. You know, Rocky,
You know you don't have no problem.
Rocky. I ain't got to worry about Tilly. Tilly gonna come with the Tilly. She gonna wear her big hat. She gonna set up her phone. She gonna make sure her lipstick straight and all that.
Absolutely.
We gonna get it in. You know, me and Jody sit back and we just watch the show. And then when y'all get through beating up the part and y'all got some people ready to go, then that's when I take my gloves off and I'm gonna keep them out there. And they y'all leave when we say y'all. I mean, sometimes it's been pitch black out there, and if I didn't turn the music off,
You'll still be going.
they'd still be out there.
Still be going. Absolutely.
Shout out to Tal. He not here tonight, but yeah, the Tal. You know, the Tal is responsible for a lot of what goes on out there, even though he doesn't get the recognition, but he is responsible for a lot of it. So I mean, it's something that I wanted to do. Y'all wanted to do it with me, and I appreciate that. So Sunday, you're gonna get a glimpse of what's gonna happen. So I'm excited. Really, really.
Okay, so Tilly, I got a question for you.
Sure.
So, if you could, I got, because this way you can see me, because that way I'm not looking at the screen. So, so tell me because I know the same thing happened with you as it did with that young lady right there.
Uh-huh.
All it took was an effort for you guys to come out and play one time. And I remember when you played, the first time you played, the crowd lost a mind. Um, they lost their mind. And the same thing goes with you. I mean, again, I've known you well before you started DJing anyway. So,
Right.
what is it about Good Vibe or GV Disco that makes you say, "I'm gonna come back next year too"?
That makes me say that I'm gonna come back and next
Play
year
it
and play.
again. Yeah, stay with it. Yeah, I mean, again, at any point in time, somebody can just say, "You know what? No, I ain't playing with y'all no more."
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the people. It's the people because I could be outside. I could be in Walmart. I could be. I could be on the street or something, and it's like they'll come up to me. Hey Tilly, how you doing? And they cannot wait, even during the winter. They cannot wait until we open back up in May. They are so ready to come outside and play and hear that music. They are just ready. I would be in the dollar store. You hear me? I mean the dollar store. Not to say I'm cheap, but anyway, I would be in the dollar store. I am cheap, but but still, you know, they want to hear us. They love the difference between each one of us. They love they love that each one of us have our own different sets. Each one of us complement each other. They love to hear us all. And they just cannot wait. The people come and be like, "Oh, so is so and so going to be there? Or is so and so going to be there?" And of course, you know, how can you say no to that? How can you say no to that? because people are willing and waiting for you to come, and they're expecting you to be there. So I
Okay.
can't let them down.
I know that's right. I feel you. D. I feel you. Um, so we'll switch it around a little bit. So, Rec, I know we've known each other, what was it, six, maybe seven, maybe about seven,
16, 17.
yeah, somewhere around there. Now, for for everybody, Rec has blessed me sometimes to play with her, and has always been gracious as well as Juice has played with her as well. Um, um, there's a whole different side for you because again, your background is not just house. Your background also includes a whole different genre of people that, of course, I even hate doing this like this. However, it needs to be addressed because again, a lot of people, when house music first came out, it was always referred to in a negative tone because of a specific culture was behind it. So, and I know you're real big on pride because I know you got a pride picnic to come up in June, right? You got two, right? So I really would like the perspective from you on how it is, how how this music has been so instrumental into, I even hate separating, into that culture. But again, it has to be acknowledged because it has to be respected more than anything else. It has to be totally respected because a lot of times when house music first came out, it was either considered in a negative tone, and I don't even want to say that type of tone it was, but it was referred to a specific genre or a specific culture of people. It became even more threaded by relating it to a specific ethnicity of people, which it wasn't ever put into those two categories. Everybody partied. Nobody knew who was. We just partied. When you went to Lorraine, or you went to wherever, you'll see the same people no matter where it is that love the music. So how influential? Because I, I'm trying to put this into a perspective that is. It doesn't seem like I'm isolated because I don't ever want to do that. I, I'll get back to that question. I'm gonna come to it. It's gonna come right because again, everybody should be respected that loves this music. That loves this 100%. No matter where you are, no matter if you're 6 or 60, if you're black, white, whatever. If you come out and party, you get that respect because it's always been about family. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody respected everybody. No matter where you partied at, there was always love, which is one thing that Joey brought up. It's never violent. It's never been. It's never been anything other than love. And I firmly believe this is the only music that's ever been from scratch to today that does not ever promote violence whatsoever. It's always been about love. Even well, some of the little birthing babies. Uh, okay, some of the offset genres have touched on different stuff. Juke and all that stuff. They when they had their chance to shine, they did thoroughly. Yeah, and
Ghetto House.
yeah,
Yeah.
but still our baby,
Yeah. Shout
and
out.
we still Sluggo and all them,
Shout out Ghetto House.
all
Man.
shout them out.
I was a part of that. That
Absolutely.
Shout them out.
when we lost the clubs and when we lost different things, that underground was there, and I got to give respect to it because they carried it until, and I have to, one person I always give respect to. A lot of people don't like it, but I do. Voodoo Master. I give the utmost respect to Voodoo Master because when he stopped playing house music on the radio, he was the only one still doing it, and he was the only one doing it in multiple cities. He carried that for a long time. So Eric Masterson, I give you your roses are alive today for your actions from the late '90s to mid 2000s. You carried us for a long time until it was time to put us back on the map. Shout out. Anyway, so here's what we're gonna do now. So it is 150. Um, each one of you are gonna. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna get out of it.
About like in the LGBT community. That's my community. See, I can say that.
Okay, I get
In my community, house music was house music.
Right.
It didn't make a difference where you were, if you were from the community or if you was a regular person. Back in my day, we just was there for the love of music.
Absolutely.
There was no separation. It's just that my community so flamboyant, and but other than that, we just partied together.
Right.
It wasn't like, oh, this is what they're playing in the LGBT community. House music was played worldwide.
Absolutely.
Everyone embraced it. It was just not a community. But we just my thought is we just made it flamboyant.
Okay.
And we made it look fun. And they got attention. Now it got a lot of attention.
Absolutely.
But we were all in it together.
Absolutely.
And it was for the love of music.
Absolutely.
Not the person that you
weren't
go
judged.
hang with the later on the night.
You weren't
it was
judged.
Always about the music.
Right. You weren't judged. Everybody showed up and showed out.
That's it.
And that's the biggest thing I've loved about this music thing.
Yeah, we're going to be doing Pride on the 24th.
Yep.
Rod Carroll, John Goins, Tony T, Lori Branch. I cannot pronounce her name, but I will put the flyer up there. But it's about 6 or 7 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Then the following Sunday is Urban Pride, where we will be over at Jackson Park. But I'll pray for my time. Then I have to come back to my GV Disco family.
Yeah, you can't.
I just don't. Yeah. I can hang out with them for about an hour.
You go say hi.
Hey, how y'all doing?
You go say hi.
Yeah, on the 24th and 25th.
Now I gotta go.
It's Pride.
Okay. So yeah. So again, I'm gonna start letting these DJs play a bit more. Starting Sunday, the experience for 2023 begins. It's the experience. I guarantee you. You come out one Sunday, you will not stop coming because we introduce you to some DJs that you may not know about. Because we got some young ones. We got a couple of young ones that come play. We got a couple of young ones. I guarantee you, they will shock you. Talitha, what's your DJ's name?
Tilly.
No. What's your nephew? What's his name?
Oh, my nephew name is DJ KC.
Yeah. So I'm telling you now.
Oh yeah, he's bad.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. So I'm telling you guys now, come out for the experience of GV.
And he started when he was 3 years old.
Ouch.
And he's still going.
And he played on one of my picnics at what, 4 or 5?
I think he was 5 years old.
5 years old.
He was 5 years old.
This is ridiculous for 5. Mm-hmm. How old is he now?
He is now about to graduate 8th grade. So he's got to be what? 12, 13?
Right. We have a 13-year-old with 10 years experience already. We bad.
Mhm.
We bad. So again, 21st, 21st, right? 11 o'clock
11.
a.m.
What,
Show
what,
up and we gonna show out for you. All right. So
be
give me
there.
that thing a little bit, Mr. Downs. Yep. Okay. Yep. So I'm not gonna say nothing else. WNUR 89.3 FM in HD Chicago, Madison. We will be back next week. I think Kevin McFall is next week. I guarantee you we will never gonna have something for you too. But be glad.
Listen, when a person becomes a believer, the spirit is made right. But sometimes the heart rim, the soul rim, the mind rim is a little slow getting the message because life has left a hole in it due to molestation, low self-esteem, abuse. But I came to tell you that God has come to heal the hole in your soul. My sister Leandria is going to help you with this story. Take your time, sister. Sing it for somebody. Deliver me. Rescue me from myself. All I seem to do is hurt me. Anybody overthink a lot, that hurts you. Hurt me. That's right. Now let's take it up and cry out. Say, yes, sir. Deliver me. Take your time. Cause all I seem to do is hurt me. Anybody out there got that message? We should be finishing it, but I need you to just say it one more time. Deliver me. Cause all I seem to do is hurt me. Rescue me from myself, God. Hurt me. Tri-City in my background. Say it again, hold up. Rescue me from myself, from my overthinking. That's right, Now let's take it up, choir. Let's take it up. We're singing this for somebody. Get down on your knees and just say, if my people who are called by my name on your knees and pray and say, oh, anybody got to have a witness out there? Anybody need deliverance from yourself, from your overthinking? All right, this is it. I'm going to let you take it out. I'm saying goodbye to the old me. And I'm saying hello to the brand of me. I declare it, and I decree it. All around. Do you believe it? Let's do it one more time. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. What your friends all say is fine, but I can't compete with this pillow talk of mine. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.